one nice thing about this Honda 250L versus my Yamaha MT-07 700cc street bike is that one's pretty quick and can easily break the speed limit pretty much anywhere. This one, you gotta try pretty hard to break the speed limit. Like, it'll do it because it'll run like 70, you can get it up to 75 if you have a long enough stretch, but it's like if you're breaking the speed limit, then you're trying to break the speed limit. So on back road stuff like this, then it's fine because you can still go fast enough. This car is driving me insane because they're going like brutally slow, which they're probably turning at some point up here, hopefully. They're also talking on the phone, which is pretty not convenient. But the downside to not having very much power is you don't have very much passing power. So technically I can pass them, but I can't, which I may try here in a second because this is ridiculous. But also they may be turning. So every time I try and pass people, then I end up getting almost smoked. Just on a Sunday drive, driving Miss Daisy and not worried about going the speed limit or anything. Anyway, but yeah, that is the downside to a 250 is you do not have the passing power, but it may keep you from getting tickets. So yeah, there you go. So they're gonna turn, which I kind of anticipated that. That's why if you're like riding back road stuff, then be careful where you try and pass people at, because they may end up turning and running right into you. Because also, people don't like using their blinker. If they use their blinker, then they turn it on at the last second, and you're already committed to going around them, and they get smoked. So that happens like pretty much every time I try and pass somebody, and then they about murder me. So it makes me reluctant to do it, especially on this bike. On my other bike, you can just get on the throttle and pass people real quick, and it's not as big of a deal. But this one, you better have some real estate if you're gonna end up passing somebody, or do like a flyby where you're already going decently fast and then whip around them, because it does not accelerate very fast. It's like plenty to keep up with traffic, but if you're trying to leave that traffic, then yeah, not really the bike for that. But other than that, good bike. Especially if you're wanting to do on-road and a little bit of off-roady stuff. It's definitely not a dirt bike as far as like the grip level off-road, because you do run like DOT legal like street tires technically, even if they're knobbies, then they're a really hard compound and they don't dig very well into the ground. Because I've had issues with trying to ride mud and stuff like that, where I'm literally just sitting on top of the wet dirt and it won't dig into it, and I'm just sitting there literally doing a burnout on top of the dirt because it will not dig in. But if you're just getting into more off-roady type riding, or if you want to do gravel roads, then it's like the perfect gravel road bike, because the tires are hard enough to where you shouldn't really get punctures because they're so hard, but they'll still dig in way more than like street bike tires would or something like that. And gravel road stuff, you can ride as fast as you have the cojones to ride, and you can pretty much scare yourself no matter what. Because if you start trying to ride at like 50 mile an hour or something on gravel, then it's gonna be pretty brutal for you probably.